Oh, what is happening here? What is the story? Good evening. Hello and welcome to the Party Tits episode 2. Now, as you can see, I am currently making a hostage video. Ben and Ailish make me dress up for their entertainment, so this is my look for the evening. I'll tell you who I am later on. I'll just give you a clue, I'm an impotent skeleton, but enough of my personal life. We're going to get to intros, because apparently very gentle Keego can be heard while Ailish and Ben are in the waiting room. Firstly, hope everyone is safe and well. Wherever you are, whatever piece of the space and time continuum you currently occupy, welcome. We are delighted to see you. And let's get to the intros. I sprung this on them this afternoon. Let's see if it works. So starting in reverse alphabetical order, play a drum roll in your head here. His voice has made 14 people pregnant in the last 7 days. He is so smooth that he can make chairs pregnant. Owner of the Monkey Barrel Comedy Club. Co-host, I believe, host of the That Funny Pod. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for Mr. Ben Vert.
Hello. Hello. Wow, I mean, a lot of people pregnant in that introduction.
Yes, but you lay them, but you won't pay them. But that's another story. But no, sorry, we've gone too far. But let's reach to our other tit. Will we reach over to our other tit? Tit number 3, the originator of the Party Tit, the Tits show. That's a Freudian slip there. She may or may not be Ben and my daughter. If she doesn't laugh at our jokes tonight, she will be grounded for a month. By day, she is half of the wing women. On Saturday morning, you can find her on Gorgeous FM just in time for your walk of shame home. And she's also the host of the Playback Comedy Club. She's also told me to tell you that she may or may not be a comedy hooer. Ladies and gentlemen, Ailish.
Yeah!
Oh, wow. Jump in.
Jumping in, you guys.
That is an action start to the evening. How is everybody doing?
Oh, we're good.
So
Good. I'm all right. How are you doing, mate?
I'm all right. I just thought I'd slip into something a little more comfortable for you guys this evening and kind of
I love
show
it.
you the real me. This is a bit like going to a party where everyone says they're dressing up and then only 2 people dress up. Ben.
Yeah.
The pressure's now on.
I've got a number of costume possibilities, which when we find out what each of us is wearing, boy, oh boy, are you going to be underwhelmed?
Full on screenshot material popping up. But I guess, first of all, while we're all here in the same virtual room, we've got to thank absolutely everyone who took their time out of their day to join us last week. Over 1,000 people tuned in.
Yeah, thank you.
This all started on a journey on a dart home from a comedy gig, and for everyone to join in and get involved. That was the key. Get involved, because life is tough right now. We're all in level 5. Never been that far with another human. So to share all that with you guys was beautiful.
We are very much the people who had a drink on the dart and went, let's do a podcast. And now here we are. The global situation allows that level of whiteness to happen and to be made.
Although we have some diversity, like I'm one of the people who has actual tits for this podcast.
Well, now the second half of the show, we're going to find out.
Yeah, like you said, I'm one of the people, as in somebody doesn't. Yeah. Ooh, and later on, we'll be finding out where the other tit is.
Oh, it's somewhere in the room. I don't know where, but
it's like a pickled jar of a breast. Well, we have got. It's Halloween. We can talk about dismembered elements. Wow.
Full on Ed Gein. But as we're jumping in, can we just give a quick shout out to Bray Barbie, who shared us day before yesterday, I think it was.
It's amazing.
She is helping local businesses and everything in Bray. Absolutely fantastic. So if you give Bray Barbie a follow on Instagram, and it's always great. Come out to Bray as well if you're within 5k. If not, you may get shot. But
is it worth saying for people who don't follow Bray Barbie what Bray Barbie is? Because they kindly mentioned us in an Insta story, But when it came up on like the little newsfeed thing for me, I was like, this has got hacker, this has got foreign bot written all over it.
She wants my
Grey
money,
Barbie.
you know?
Yeah, okay, mate. But it's literally somebody found a Barbie doll washed up on the shore at the beach at Bray, and now takes little photo shoots. And it's a girl, I think. It's not like a crazed, widower.
Do you remember
It's
Kathy
2020,
Bates
it
and
can be
Misery?
anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
2020, it can be anybody.
and these little photo shoots. And again, I mean, all of this is it's an absolute minefield. It's very accessible, friendly photo shoots, advertising businesses that they want to get behind. So it's a laugh. Like as an actual account on Instagram, it's a laugh to look at. So yeah, follow them. They're great.
Absolutely brilliant. And then, so let's start the night off with what is your beverage of choice for the evening, and how far down it are you already? Ailish, did Ailish bring the green this evening?
I brought the green, folks, which kind of tells you a little bit about my costume as well. Brought the green. So surprised it went green. I put up the recipe. Those of you who followed it, enjoy. Those of you who, and if you get sick, it's that salmon you had earlier, you know. But I was so happy.
Thinking that a lot of rich people are watching the
party.
Yeah,
it's the caviar that you had earlier on for lunch.
Well, seafood is a bit dodge anyway, so I was so happy it turned green. I was like, yes. So I'm having blue triple sec with orange juice and rum, and it's fucking lovely.
Could I ask you possibly a stupid question? Give me the first ingredient there again.
Blue triple sec.
Now, does the color change the strength of the sec? I'm out of my element here. So.
No, but the price does. So it's like crazy. So it's like €3 cheaper because nobody wants to have purple or green drinks, but I don't care.
So it's like prime colors were top shelf.
Yeah, and you mix it with a bit of orange and it goes green. So I don't care.
Oh, that's made my day.
All right, what are you guys having? What are you guys drinking?
Ben, hit us with it. What? Because you've got a cheeky, weird one that you put up on Instagram earlier.
A cheeky weird one. I wanted to do. Obviously, Ailish put up the cocktail ingredients on Facebook and social media, and I wanted to do that. But with lockdown, meaning that you can't go very far, from your home, and also filling up on just bevy at the supermarket is not essential. I just had to go to the Centra up the road, and but they do a good range of beers. So I got it's an English beer called Hobgoblin, and it's a wee Hobgoblin guy on it, and I like drinking this every winter. There's a nice kind of spooky quality. I basically am one of those guys that if I buy some booze, it's not about any recommendation or what it goes with a meal. It's does the thing on the front of it look nice? Does the label? That's how I get all my wine. Does the label look good? Is it in fitting with? Yeah, I'm connecting with the art rather than the alcohol. So I got some Hobgoblin. How far down? I don't know if you can see. It's quite far down. I've got another one under the desk here waiting for me.
That's bottle number 4, Ben, though. That's the issue here. You know?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if it's the light, but I've got a kind of red tinge to my face, which makes it look like I've been drinking since lunch. And that's not what I was going for. It's just I can't get the lighting right in this fucking place.
Yeah, I've been drinking since last week, so I just put makeup on, so you can't really tell. So that's the key here, you know.
I like how you didn't commit. I like how you didn't commit to doing all of your head. You just went, I'm gonna just stop it on the forehead, and then.
I actually, to be totally honest, I thought the ears would come to here, so you wouldn't see that. But unfortunately, I have been found out. Basically, I'm very lazy. It's a bit like when you're shaving your bits, and you kind of go, "Yeah, it looks all right from here." You don't know about any other angle. So, whatever angle I was looking at in the mirror, I kind of couldn't see. I couldn't see the top of my head, and I thought
you're saying lazy. You're saying lazy. Like you committed to the beard, which is surely going to be like an effort to wash that out.
Oh no, we've got a wardrobe malfunction. Don't look, don't look.
We'll edit that out in post. We'll edit that out.
But Ben, I was saying, like, your face looks normal. It's just because Keego's painted white and I have a really fucking, like, the second coming of the Lord light in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, well, I tell you, sorry, just before, I found this cheeky brew here. Let me find that. It's called Life and Death Halloween vibe. I don't usually go for the IPAs, but it's a cheeky brew. Like, what do we have written on the side? 6.5%. So Christmas will be cancelled by the end of this. And as well as that, as we're talking, it's the Halloween special. We're all going to be dressed up pretty quickly. So if anyone else is dressing up or is having a drink or is following the sec issue over with Ailish, do post the pictures. Ben, you were saying that if they share them in the comments.
Yeah, so you should be watching us on YouTube or Facebook. Sorry, not you should be. Like, hey, yeah, legally mandated. If you are watching us, if you leave a comment on Facebook, just post the actual pic of your costume if you've got into costume, or if you've made the drink that Ailish suggested and you are pie-eyed already and you want us to see what that looks like, just put a picture in and then we can take those comments and we can put them up on the screen. So however you want to get involved. We've already got a couple of Sophia the Pig Kinsella says that she's loving the ears. Thank you.
Nice.
You
got to be more specific. Yeah.
And class act himself, Joe Shepherd, says, "Evening all. What a trio of tits." So, cheers, buddy.
Thanks, Ben.
It's all about, you know, what word you lean on in that sentence. You know what I mean? Like it can be a compliment or a can't. So we'll take it as a compliment, Joe. Thank you very much.
He's got some laughy faces, so I think he means it as a compliment, which is nice.
Okay.
But like anyway, I don't imagine trio of tits. Like if Donald Trump went, "You're a trio of tits," everyone's going to be like, This does not seem up there with the worst stuff that guy has said. That's
it's not even top 50.
I'm sorry, just for Keego there, Jack McKenna, who's watching, host of the Rascals streams. Keego, are you dressed as Kratos or Kratos? Who's that? I don't know. Are you dressed as that guy?
He's mentioned this before. Do we want to know who I am dressed as?
Yeah.
Should we do the costumes?
Okay. All right. Well, he's just sent me a picture of who Kratos is. Jack, will you share that in the thread of the show so that not so gentle Ben can latch it up on the screen? Because unfortunately, no. I have a secret to tell everyone, and the ears are a little bit of a giveaway, but I am Ariana Grande's arse. And I think it's about time that I let the world know. So whenever you watch a music video of her,
why is her arse so pale? Is it because it's bleached?
You the actual anus? Is that you the actual anus of Ariana Grande?
I was trying to be serious there, Ailish. I was getting into the zone, and then you started talking about a bleached arse. Well, the answer to your question is for continuity purposes. As soon as one of us does it, the other one has to. So we kind of we both got a his and hers bleaching done. But yes, so anyone who is watching Ariana Grande, feel free to enjoy, because it is actually me. So that's who I'm dressed as, or I'm also the skeleton.
You're her butt double.
Sexual conquest past. Sorry.
You're her butt double.
Her front butt double. Yes.
Because I think we've said that we'll do 6 of these, and then I think we'll go, right, did we like doing it? Did people like us doing it? Let's do more. Let's not. I think whatever we do when we do our first 6, we'll put out like a best of, and it'll be called Bleached Arse, the best of the party tips. That's the title of the thing that we're doing.
Well, then we've embarrassed me, so let's move over and embarrass Ailish. What's happening over there in your bedroom?
So what isn't happening, bevs? I am Billie Eilish with my oversized shirt and got my shorts on, got my white sneakers on. But more importantly, I'm from the music video, When the Party's Over, and there's fucking goo coming out of her face. So to be Billie Eilish is just.
That's good. That's bloody good, mate. Yes, can see it. I mean, I also pictured Ariana Grande's arse, but I didn't want to congratulate you on that front, Keego. But I think it's safe to congratulate Ailish on being Billie Eilish.
No,
Billie
hang on,
Eilish, is that why you did it?
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, though. I mean, is that why you did it?
No. I should just.
Layered comedy. That's what we do here on the Party Tits. Layered comedy. It is like a really, really weird onion that you keep peeling back. You know,
won't stop peeling the onion. crying through the onion, and that's the Party Tits comedy. That's
yeah. So Ben, are you a teenage pop sensation? Who are you dressed as for Halloween?
Thank you. All right, so I'll say this now. I had a budget for my costume, skint, as I was. Ko-fi.com/PT pod for donations.
Oh yes, thank you to everyone who threw a few euro, dollars, shekels, whatever it was. Thank you very much last week. It was a massive surprise. So it paid for Ben's costume tonight.
So I got three. Okay. And the first one I was going to go with, I can't actually see. I'll show you what I mean. Like, okay, I was going to go as. Hold on a minute.
Waiting music. Na 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 na. Come on, Ariana, you're very quiet over here.
I'm going to go as Chewbacca with glaucoma. I was going to do that, but I can't actually. I don't know. I can't see the screen, and I've got to push some buttons here, and I have no idea what's happening.
What you're doing. So 2020, nobody knows what anyone's doing this year.
There's a very specific condition he's got. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like erectile dysfunction, or it's just very specific glaucoma.
And I was, I can't see. I also can't really drink through your hair. That is some herbal essence right there. That is. So that's one. The other.
Oh my god, that was your actual hair. I thought it was a mask.
That was my actual hair. I just put my hair forward.
Jesus, it's not Avatar with the CGI here, Ailish. How much of that green shit have you had?
I said I was skin. I mean it. Like, the best I can stretch for is just putting my hair over my face and going, ta-da!
I thought after 1,000 views we got like a budget, but
no, if anything, they take away. So the next one was suggested by my dad. So I'll do this. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, so I just have to cover the camera for a minute.
Oh, there's going to be nudity.
Ariana Grande is going to sing this part.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I don't know her songs. I just know her dances. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
I'm the Invisible Man.
Oh,
what?
I'm kidding. I'm just off camera. I'm just off.
I'm kidding. I'm just naked.
When you get an idea for a joke of your dad on a family Zoom, you probably think, all right, well,
that was a real dad joke. Yeah, totally.
That was a real dad joke. So the third one that I'm going to settle on is, you know how people will be like, okay, well, I'm going to go as a sexy cop or a sexy cat or a sexy phlebotomist. So I've just decided to go as sexy Ben. I've just put a sign up I'm going to wear.
Yes.
You can't really see it, but just in case you're in any doubt, I've underlined sexy.
Yeah.
And I've put like floor and fuck me, that can't be legal. And get them out for the lads and the lasses. So I'm just gonna
but you didn't underline Ben there, so
Because
When he
people already
impregnates
get
people.
the Ben element, but they'll be like, wow, the sexy Ben, I get it. Let's give him the award for best costume at the costume dance.
So instead of getting the D, people are getting the Ben.
So and any time I feel like, oh hey guys, this has got to be the thing that we screenshot and then use for advertising promotion. That's
Ben's tits can advertise your message.
For a small fee.
Right now.
Yeah, I can't believe we had a conversation about does anyone want to sponsor us? And this is the level that you're getting.
It's a very honest approach. You know what I mean? It's like, who are you? I'm not just Ben. I'm sexy Ben. Like,
sexy Ben. I'm bringing sexy Ben back.
This could say super value Glen Aguirre.
If you wanted it.
I wasn't ready for that. That's the first one tonight. Oh my God.
Super value Glen Aguirre was ready for that either.
Hello, Musgraves. Put your name here.
That's the costume. It's me. Wow. The sexy years. That's what I am.
Well, how about we move from there to this week's crack hat? Would we be up for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Oh, D. Dooley says hello. Hello, D. Dooley. That is the best name of anyone who has commented so far. So thank you very much. So last week we had a crack hat, which was a cone. Now I don't have a cone or a hat. I don't need one. What I do have. Can we guess what this is? Now I haven't. Let me just make sure I've got everything in there. I'll give you a clue, right? The size is ironic large. Okay. Hang on.
What?
You ready?
Yeah. I was born ready.
This has got banning by Facebook written all over it.
Yeah, Zuckerberg's going to be all over this. So I'm gonna just show it first.
What is going on in there?
A pair of pants with a potato in it. What the hell is it?
It's a very large potato that goes in this. It's an old cup that I used to wear Thai boxing. I've washed it. Now, for it's not related.
Last week I had an innocent child's party hat, and you've got a fucking bollock holder.
I guess technically it's the same thing. Now, in completely unrelated to size, I could only fit 5 questions in it today.
But they're really long, in-depth questions.
A3 pages, yeah.
Like the Lord of the Rings novels in here, you know what I mean? Like I could only fit 5.
All 48 volumes of Harry Potter.
Fucking hell.
I wasn't ready for that. So this is completely at random, and I think today we'll give it to both of you just to see what we have in here.
Sure.
So it's the first one. Okay, because it's Halloween, right?
Yep.
And there's films and all that sort of stuff. The question here is, what is the scariest monster? Now, you could put it together like a Frankenstein situation, or it is a fully formed thing like the Taxman or whatever. It could be anything. I know what my answer is already, and I made the mistake of telling you guys earlier on. So do you want me to go first? Yeah, look, let's pull back this veil, this curtain. My answer was Lindsay Lohan, obviously.
All right, because I forgot you said that, and then I felt really bad just there. Like I was, oh fuck, what did he say? Oh shit, I hope he didn't say like something like depression, and like we just fucking tied him.
Wow,
oh my god!
It's getting dark.
Well, it's our Halloween episode, so
I noticed that we've dropped at least 5 viewers in me making that remark. So,
sexy bit.
like, what is it like? Is it something like a Michael Myers, or is it a Jessica Rabbit? Just because she's so sexually aggressive? Like, what are we talking here? What's the scariest monster you've ever thought about?
Oh my god!
Like I put, so there's an emoji of 2 girls holding hands, and I had them like in the background when I was like walking down a woods, and I was just like, "Come play with us, Ailish." I think children.
Oh, I thought this was going to go like some homophobic places. Like I was like, okay,
to be honest, Ben is my brand. Like, no, I like. If anything, that's a lie. I just think, what is it like? The Exorcist scared the shit out of me, because you know that girl with her head flicks around and does like a 360.
Oh yeah.
I think underage actors in horror films scares the fuck of the Jesus out of me.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'm quite a bit older than you, so talented young people scare the shit out of me as well. So, Billie Eilish, if that is her real name, Britney Spears back in the day, they all are very frightening. But yeah, no, children possessed by the devil, or dance. The spirit of dance. They would be
spirit of dance, of interpretive dance. What about you, Ben?
I can't sleep.
I just like the idea. That if we want to really terrify Keego, then all we have to do is like give him like a box set of Step Up to the Streets, and then he'll shit his pants.
I'll watch it live next week while Ailish is hosting, and just.
Yeah, there's got to be like a podcast like where somebody's like facing their fears and everyone else is like spiders and tarantula. And like you're just Grease. I don't want to watch Grease or Grease 2.
They really, yeah. Sorry, Ben.
What is mine? So I love this kind of shit. Like I was really, really looking forward to this Halloween thing, because I love all like Halloweeny, spooky, scary stuff. And I like any films or anything where the monster or the killer or whatever is in your face is never as scary as the slow advance of a monster from far away. And I think the best example of this, I don't know if you're familiar with the meme, and it's become quite widely known now and it's been made into a film, but Slender Man. And it's just like, yeah. So and it all started basically as this kind of this meme, this new attempt at an urban legend, kind of crowdsourced from the internet, and a lot of the pictures which went with the storytelling that was created are of this kind of just ominous, slender, tall, almost alien-like figure just in the background, barely perceptible, but if you saw it, you saw it, and it was chilling, and that kind of stuff. Like I love
that's terrifying.
I love the original Dracula, the film, the Nosferatu film. And there's a scene in it where the Jonathan Harker, because it's basically an unlicensed, it's not on brand Dracula, so everything's slightly changed. But Harker, the Jonathan Harker character, is like he just feels like something's coming towards him, and he creeps to the door and he looks out the door, and there's a shot down the corridor where he looks towards the camera, and just right far down, like so tiny in the distance and imperceptible, is Nosferatu, is Dracula. It's not right there, it's not scaring you, it's just the idea placed in your head of this slow advance of evil coming at you. So it's a kind of a cop-out. Anything, so long as it's far away. That is my scary thing.
So distance is the issue.
I have a new monster.
Go on.
The person who leaves a drop of milk in the carton and puts it back in the fridge.
That's not a monster. That's an absolute cunt. Sorry. Excuse me. That's up there with the person who leaves one sheet of toilet paper on the roll. That's a monster. A monster.
Absolute.
That's me, if I'm being honest. That's me. So I can't say that's too bad. But yeah. Wait.
So we got a couple.
Your mother cooked. Oh wait. There we are. I saw a different version, D. Wow.
Your mother cooks socks in hell.
Well, every week, D, we come up with slogans for T-shirts, and I think that's last week. It was Ben's a good going over the jeans. This week,
and we're not talking about ironing.
That actually made me laugh all week. Anytime I was in a conversation with someone at work, I just had your voice making the desk pregnant and just going a good going over the trousers. And I was like, just don't say it. Don't say it. You might get fired, or it might work. I don't know.
There was. I remember seeing some graffiti, which was. I can't remember what it was. It was in the news. I can't remember exactly what it was. It might have been like an original Brexit thing. And somebody had just written on a wall, your mother sucks cocks in Hull. And like, the place Hull. But then you kind of think, actually, which is worse, hell or Hull? I mean, that is the definition of a rock and a hard place, isn't it? Really?
They're kind of the same.
Nowhere else. Just Hull. Just Hull. Second exit on the M1. She's an absolute saint everywhere else.
No, but that's where her market is. That's where her target market is. She's like, I can only go to Hull.
Yeah.
Nowhere else. Nowhere else wants this. I can only go to Hull.
Yeah, I'm not sexy anywhere else, but the truck stop in Hull. I'm like Marilyn Monroe.
Brackets. I'll be on the high street 2 till 4 Saturday.
Outside H&M,
yeah.
Oh my God, that's hurt me. Jesus, I wasn't ready. Oh my God. Dee's jumped in again. It was from the PG version of The Exorcism. No, The Exorcist. The Exorcism is a different thing, isn't it? It was The Exorcist.
Yes.
It's like the PG version of The Big Lebowski is the bit where Walter is bashing the car and he's like, this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. Obviously there's context there. Please watch the film.
Yeah, that's not the opening line of the film.
No. It's the greatest film ever made. Everyone should watch it. But the pre 9 o'clock version is when you find a stranger in the Alps. So they have John Goodman, who plays the character, redubbing it for PG. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. So yeah, it's very funny. God bless the Coen brothers. So will I reach into the ironically large cup of truth?
Go for it.
Let's do it.
Cup of truth. Okay, let me see here. Let me just rustle this massive garment around here. Here we go. We all know it's a lie. Now, what have we got? Now, we actually have Ben's chosen subject here of cosplay heroes. Do we have? Do you want to do that? That's just come up here in my cup of truth. Do we want to do one of those?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
we'll do a few of them. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. So what it was is, I used to present like it was a live show at Monkey Battle. It was called Science Factions, and then when everything closed down, and a lot of comedy clubs tried to do something online, we did like an online version of Science Factions. If you're interested, if you like sci-fi fantasy, it's a quiz show about that kind of thing. Ailish was one of the guests. If you want to see any of these episodes, they exist online. But one of my favorite rounds was cosplay heroes, and it was a quiz where I presented a number of pictures of people who were dressed up in cosplay, but the cosplay was, I don't want to say terrible, but you had to look at it a little while before you understood what the fuck they were attempting. So
amazing. I'm excited.
I thought it would be funny. I'll put a couple together for you guys, and you guys have got to guess who you think some of these costumes are. Are you up for that?
Let's hit this. Yes,
I am. Do it. Yes, I'm excited.
Let me just do a cheeky screen.
I'm 12.2% alcohol in here. Let's go.
Okay, so let me first show you what I mean. Okay, when I say a cosplay hero and you're not quite sure what they are, like this. These are some cosplay heroes. That's Chewbacca, R2D2, and C3PO, and they're just having some friends having a good time with little money spent. Is
C3PO pregnant?
I
with a tambourine.
It looks, is it a tambourine or is it like something stolen a hubcap from a car outside? Or...
It's not easy being a man. It's just water weight. He was nervous. That's.
I like these guys. I'll show you another couple of examples. These guys, I mean, it's Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, but I don't know if one of the kids tuning into that show if these guys are on it.
Terrifying.
Incredibly. And the last one I'll show you as a kind of primer is I don't know.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's Patrick and SpongeBob. From now, I mean, they get it mostly right. Here's a comparison. There's just something off.
Like they must be freezing. Like I feel Halloween is just like a test of endurance. How long can you stay cold in something that was stapled together and made an hour ago?
Yeah, Harley Quinn is not sexy when she's shivering outside in the smoking area. You know what I mean? Like it's not good.
That was such a nice reach for a semi compliment there, Ailish. You went, oh, they must be cold.
They must be cold.
Again, it's not easy being a man. You know, it's
it's especially a white man.
Tell me about it, sister.
The curse of the Irishman. Yeah. Oh, sorry. What?
So you guys ready to play? Ready to play cosplay?
Yeah, we're ready.
Let's hit it. Ready. Yeah.
Okay. So now that you know the rules, the general vibe, who? Oh shit! You saw it already. Who the fuck is this guy supposed to be?
Is that Jack from Rascal Comedy?
No.
Is it Jack McKenna?
Oh my god! Yeah.
Make it a bit bigger. No.
Is it who's
make it a bit bigger? Yeah. If I had a penny for it. Oh wow!
Potty tits.
Advertised here.
Wow. Could it be presidential candidate Joe Biden in the 1940s?
The college years, yeah. Who could that be?
Okay, there's a couple of these. So I'll like it is.
Okay,
it is. Yeah. It's Casper, the friendly ghost.
That doesn't look like a friendly ghost at all.
That's an overly friendly ghost. Is what we've got going on.
That's awful.
Wow.
Okay, so the next one. Who the fuck is this supposed to be?
Oh my god.
Is it meant to be the chimpanzee from the Jungle Book?
That is.
How much of that green shit have you had?
Corn.
No.
Is it something to do with corn?
No, it's not. So, as we can obviously see, the guy has done exactly fuck all for a costume. To the point that only around the head has he is he doing anything cosplay?
So he just has a mask. He just has a mask.
Just has got a mask. It's two Crocs. It's two white medical Crocs with some weird eyes stuck on them.
Oh my god.
Jason Voorhees.
Yes, it is. It's Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th films. Point the Keego there.
Well done.
Next one is, who is this supposed to be?
Can you zoom in a bit, please, when you're ready?
Yep.
Ailish is every single filthy text conversation I've ever had in my life.
Like a cashew. Jesus. What are they? Are they like a golf tee and a golf ball?
Okay, so this picture expands out. As a clue, I'm going to show you that picture.
Okay.
Oh, it's the boulder from Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I watched that last night.
It's the boulder chasing Ford as Indiana Jones. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That is actually fantastic. That is brilliant.
Perfect. Next one. Who is this guy.
Oh, Wilson.
Oh,
Obviously.
Yes,
yes.
it is. It's Wilson from Home Improvements. The sitcom.
I watched too much TV. I did shit in my leaving cert, but if you asked me random characters from sitcoms in the 90s, I would have gotten an A.
I really like that one.
That is
He's
class.
got a bunch of lolly sticks. So to make that, he's just had some lollies, and then he's got his costume.
You've got to eat the lollies to make the lollies, you see. Oh my God.
Who are these?
That
Just
is
hang on.
absolutely brilliant. No, I got it. It's the sisters from The Simpsons. It's Marge's sisters.
It's Patty and Selma from The Simpsons.
Can I screenshot that? Go back.
Go back. That's brilliant. That is absolutely excellent. Look at the wig and the detail. Amazing.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Cosplay heroes. It's like they're not just put a mask on. They've not done what I did and just flop my hair over the front of me. They've went to it. It's just kind of unsavory when they have done it. And I think we've got one more, which is just a kind of, it's a bit more left field. We'll see if you get it. Who's this guy supposed to be?
Is that Justin Timberlake with the disco ball on his album, or Kylie Minogue from?
So it's a bit left field in that it's not a character or an actor or a person. It's,
oh my God! It's 50 Shades of Grey. It's 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes, it is. It is. He's got all the paint sample things, hung them about them, and went, "It's 50 Shades of the color."
That is fantastic.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
So there we are. That was Cosplay Heroes, and what a
Forget about Halloween. I think we should go back to that every single week for at least 20 minutes. Oh my God.
That's so fun. So much fun.
Now, this is what it looks like. Now, just so you're aware, these are the leg straps yeah.
Okay, we get it.
We get it. It's ironically large.
We get it. Okay, we get it.
It looks better in person. Well, no, it doesn't really. Okay, where are we?
We'll take your word.
No, yeah. It looks better in person. No one has ever said that. So we have one that I think is going to call on Ben's past life as a stripper. Tour guide. Sorry.
Sexy Ben.
Sexy Ben. Sorry, I keep getting your name wrong. Sorry, Sexy Ben.
Yeah, I've got Sexy Ben here, and I've got I realized my name. So I'll change my name.
Oh, you have to. Yeah, you're not gentle anymore. Just Sexy Ben.
From not so gentle Ben to
Sexy Ben.
Sexual. There you are, sexual Ben.
Oh wow, that's
sexual Ben, not sexy Keego. Ailish.
Yeah, Ailish is having none of it. You know what I mean? So
not even Billie Eilish. I don't even change your name to Billie Eilish. That would be.
Well, I have to go out and come back if you want me to do that.
Well, do you know what the issue is here? I know
about technology.
I've heard of a Billie Eilish, but I've never heard Billie Eilish. So is the Billie Eilish in question any good?
Oh, she's brilliant.
Okay, that's all. I'll check her out. I'll go on the Spotify and have a listen. Might even go on the YouTube.
But like the thing with the costume, yeah. Go ahead.
She did the James Bond theme.
She did the James Bond theme, yeah, and she was the youngest artist to do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so congratulations. Congratulations, Ailish.
Thank you.
Fair play, Billie Eilish. Well done.
Thank you.
I assume the title of the new James Bond film has something to do with dying quickly or slowly in it. But
but there's no time. There's no time to even do that. You know.
Oh,
we gotta. No time to die. I'll send you on the video of when the party's over because it has party in the title, and there was also party tits, and she just starts bleeding from her face.
Oh, that's not what I'm after in it. No, don't do that. Just be happy, Billie Eilish.
Wrong market. Honestly, unless you're a bad guy. I actually had this costume. Yeah, I actually had this costume because my mate Sean has like loads of amazing costume parties, and you have to go as either a villain or a superhero. And I was like, well, I'll just go as Billie Eilish because I'm a bad guy. Duh. And I think I was the best pun. Yeah, layered comedy.
That's what we're after. So much like James Bond, I've no time to die. We're moving on to
the
ghost stories. Now, Ben,
yes.
I think this is going to be your lead. Sorry, I believe Ian Kelly has just jumped in here with something very rude. He's just privately messaged me. May or may not have been his penis, but hello, Ian. You now have to donate €5 to our coffee for that. I feel like an object and not a good one. Don't let your tits dangle in the breeze, Ian. Sorry, sexy
Support
Ben.
them.
Oh, sorry. Sexual Ben? This is your arena, so give us the best 3 minutes.
The best 3 minutes of what?
They're just trailed off there for no reason. You know what I'm looking for, Ben. I'll leave the bunny ears on if it helps.
O'Brien's wines at the selling of the roundabout.
Oh my god!
Potato crisps, everybody. Anyway,
smoky bacon.
And it's not even an advert for Tato Crisp. It's just you've eaten some and there's crumbs of Tato Crisp. Tato Crisp, guys. It's really good.
Oh Jesus! So yeah, do you have any good ghost stories, Ben?
Oh, good. Right. So yeah, I was thinking this. And so this is not a plug. I mean, but it is a plug. So I've got I do a podcast called That But Funny, and the one that's going out on Monday is a kind of ghost story special with me and another comic called Gareth Much. And after I'd recorded that, I remembered another ghost story that I didn't include in that, which I'll do here, which is more personal, because I like it's not about ooh scary, it's about like shit that's happened. And I okay, I'll just okay. Because I used to be a tour guide at the Real Mary King's Close in Edinburgh. I don't know why I'm explaining this, because it's nothing to do with the actual thing, but I've got like all these kind of like a little collection of these weird things that have happened. But by far the scariest thing that's happened, it's working as a tour guide, but by far the scariest thing that's happened was when I was just in my own home. And I don't know if you guys have ever had this, where a thought has just come into your head with such a weird power that you don't quite understand what prompted you to start thinking about it. And the house that I lived in with my mom, this is maybe 10 years ago. So when I was still living with my mom and dad, we live in a house that was built after the Second World War. And we've been there since about the mid-80s, since I was born. And prior to that, we got it from my Uncle Johnny. So it's been in, oh, wow, Ailish has disappeared. She is shit scared. That's
shit scared already. Just
wow, okay.
Scared of foreplay. Let's hit it. I'm ready for the main course.
So it's just one day, it suddenly occurred to me, here's Ailish back. Let's get her back. Oh my God, are you okay?
What happened there? I'm sorry.
You were terrified. It was...
I had a paranormal activity.
Oh my God, that sounds like you shat yourself, like a euphemism.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Ben's in the middle of the story, but I want to know what happened.
Yeah, I farted, so I had to leave the StreamYard there because it was loud, guys. It was an absolute belter.
Some fart that my ears fell off. Jesus.
And then thanks for letting me back in.
You've ruined Sexy Ben's thunder.
I'm sorry.
I was invested, and then you just farted all over the shop.
I just farted off.
But it's very weird. Like, you know, I'm in a work meeting, but I have to go. I'm going to do a massive fart here, and I could hit the mute button and just pretend nothing's happening, but I had to go in case something goes on fire.
This is going to be such a powerful fart. The mute button will have no effect. I physically need to break.
I gotta go. No, but I gotta go now.
I'm not sure what's happening. No,
it is such a weird. I just know from what I had from dinner last night, it's going to be such a weird passing of wind that I don't trust that simply hitting a button digitally is going to be enough to protect you from hating me for the rest of my life.
It would have been easier just to start in front of us.
Yeah. Anytime Ailish leaves the StreamYard, she's being a lady. Okay, she's trying to be a lady.
I'm going to go off and be a lady in a minute, but after Ben's story, Ben now has to build the tension up again.
Sorry.
So I love the idea of like a lady just I don't want the men folk to hear me fart, but I'm going to properly make a show of leaving to fart so that
I'm going to leave a live show to fart and come back and just tell everyone that I farted.
Your bed is levitating there. Fair play to you there.
Thank you.
Sorry,
anyway,
Ben was talking about a story. Ben was in a wardrobe with a tattoo in his mouth and a belt tied around his neck. Sorry, go.
So the story was so we're in this house in there from the 80s. My uncle Johnny had the house before us. It was built like 1945. I'm sitting one night and the thought consumes me that the house is obviously, the idea of the house is bigger than just us, my family. Other people have called it home at some point. And the thought really got into my head, who lived here before my family did? Like I'm sitting on the couch. If they were sitting in the same position, what would they be looking at? How did they decorate the place? How did they, like, I just had these weird thoughts I've never thought about, because your home is a safe space. It's a sanctuary. When you get in there, you feel very at ease. You kind of cease to think because it's you close the door and it's your safe area. And I was out with my mum and dad and my sister. We were having lunch, and I just was like, "Mum, so who do you know who had the house before Uncle Johnny had the house? Do you know who lived there?" And my sister piped up and she went, "Why, have you seen them too?" And it was at that moment that my arse just went like that, and all of the shit ever just come, and it was out, and I felt great. And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean?" And she said, and so we were, I don't know, we did a takeaway or something like that one night. My mum and dad got to bed, and me and my sister were watching, of all things, Billy Madison, the Adam Sandler film. And she went up to bed, so I was the last one, and I went up, and it was whatever. And she said that on that occasion, as she'd been going upstairs, didn't want to put like a lot of lights on, didn't want to wake up anyone else who was in the house. She said that she'd saw a shadow figure coming out of the bathroom and walking towards her, and she stood aside thinking it was like my dad. He'd gone to the bathroom, he didn't want to turn on any of the lights, and the shadow figure just walked out of the bathroom, walked into her room, and she went to the bathroom and all that kind of stuff, and went into her room once she'd done all bathroom stuff, and the shadow figure was like, it was just obviously a shadowy figure standing in the corner of her room, and then just passed through the wall and disappeared.
Jesus.
And I was just like, fucking, where's the matches? Burn it down.
You're like, I've never wanted to create arson more than any other time in my life. Oh my God.
No, like honestly, just the way she said it, because it was right about this time. It was like, I remember we were out, it was like a Sunday, we were having lunch, and we were in this restaurant kind of by the window, and it was like getting into the afternoon. So it was a little dark, it was rainy, it was overcast, and it's just the way like she turned up, she went, "Why, have you seen them too?" And I was like, for fuck. And I was like, yeah, why? Why was that intense thought about this as being somebody else's home in my head as much as it was? And I was like, is that connected? Holy and now nothing's happened like that since. But like I never stopped thinking about that. It was just fucking weird. It just chills you to the bone. So that's my ghost story from like inside my actual house.
That's kind of ruined my evening. Thanks, Sexy Ben.
It's not the first time I've heard the words "that's ruined my evening." Thanks, Sexy Ben. So
you're like, you're welcome.
Kevin Gilday's bookshop on the Dundee High Street.
Transport for Ireland tickets.
That is making my day. Well, I tell you what, I don't know if anyone who is watching has a ghost story or something that they can tell us about, absolutely do let us know, because the only you used to have ghost stories where your dad would just scare the shit out of you to make you stay in bed. Like there was one he used to tell me about the banshee, the screaming banshee would run down to the end of the road and scream and then come back up to our house and look in our bed. Like I shared a room with my sister when we were really young, and look up and point and scream and say, if you don't stay asleep, I'm going to come in there and kill you. And I was like, well, Dad, I'm 4.5 years of age.
That's going to keep me awake.
It's a bit harsh. I haven't slept in, let's say 24 years. It's been awful. That was just a big way of saying I'm 28. Yeah. Part of that is true. yeah. These eyes, they can't lie. Yeah, what these eyes have seen. These eyes saw the 80s. Oh wait, we've done the cosplay.
Somehow worse than a banshee at your window screaming, "Get to sleep, or I'll kill you."
It's like, just give us something scarier than that. Don't peak too soon. Just kind of say, look, I'm going to start with like, I'm going to shit in your letterbox, and then kind of creep your way up to, I'm going to murder you in your sleep. You know,
shit in your letterbox,
because
it makes you clean it up.
Like shitting in your letterbox is love. You know what I mean? That's how you show you love someone. Oh, just me.
Week. Did we talk about the logistics of how you shit in a letterbox?
No, it wasn't me. It was a person. It wasn't. We didn't assign blame to anyone.
Right. No, but I mean, like, I feel like I've had a conversation in the last week where we talked about if you're going to shit, like, what do you do? Do you shit in your hands and then post it through, or do you like kind of like try and fasten your arse and kind of properly squeeze it out so there's a bit of velocity so it gets through the letter? You know.
I just got a message from O'Brien's there. They said they were going to sponsor the show until that bit just there, and they kind of said we probably won't. But Sexy Ben is welcome in our shop at any time.
I'm like, okay, of all the conversations I thought I'd have today, I never thought I'd have to have a conversation surrounding the logistics of spreading your butt cheeks on a letterbox. Like shitting in someone's
Really? You didn't think that? We had questions for us coming out of the Keego's pod piece.
Like Ailish, this poll already went to Instagram in favor of it, like 80-20.
Hang on. This is not a cod piece. I am not a pantomime villain. This is a jock
strap. There's a guy with ears on.
This is an ironically large child size. Anyway, so I can't wait till Ailish hosts next week, so I don't have to do this again. So yes, we have one more from the cod piece of truth that is coming out, and it's going to be an interesting one, and hopefully everyone watching will get involved and put in the comments as well. Hello to everyone. What is your scariest film? Billie Eilish, you hit that shit first.
It's probably a bit late now, but I'm the worst person when it comes to scary things. Like I don't like, a scary movie is not my go-to. And I used to be afraid of the dark. I'm not anymore. And and then Halloween just like scares the fucking bejesus out of me. So like, I just don't have a list of scary films that I've watched. Like, I've obviously watched The Exorcist, but I've walked out of cinemas because I'm just like too scared, and like my brain is just so absorbent, and I just like, I guess go, oh my god, this could happen, this looks too realistic, and I'm just a fraidy cat. So
I walked out of the Sex and the City film.
Scariest film for me was A Beautiful Mind, when the baby was in the bath and the dad kept running the bath. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the scariest film for me.
Demon for the bath. D. Dooley has jumped in and said The Birds. Now, I don't know if she means The Birds Down Bray Seafront at closing time, or the Hitchcock film of the same name. But both are very feckin' scary. Good call, though. What about yourself, Ben?
I like The Ring. I think is the scariest.
The American or the Japanese version?
I've only seen the American one. So okay, so I'll tell you, I didn't want to see the Japanese one because I'm a little like you, Ailish, because I don't like a lot. I like kind of comedy horror, but I don't like horror.
Yeah.
So when I saw like Scary Movie 3, which had a piss take of the film, of the videotape from The Ring, and it was like a fat guy getting spun around in a chair and then vomiting in a bucket. That was the way they shot. That was legitimate terrifying for me. So I was like, I don't want to delve too. So I saw the American version, and I was like, nah, this is off. Click. I'll put Carry On Screaming. That's about the level. Carry On Screaming or Dracula Dead and Loving It. Those are my favorite Halloween comedy films. So.
Oh, what about you, Keego?
Yeah, well, Jill has just jumped in and said Cats the movie, and that is a fair comment, very fair comment. I think Ricky Gervais's review of that film was just fantastic. You should all find that. But no, for me, it's obviously Grease 2. Because they just jumped the shark, even though Michelle Pfeiffer is a goddess among us mere mortals. It really wasn't as believable as the first. I didn't feel she had the interest in covering her co-star's gayness as Olivia Newton-John had in the original, to cover for John Travolta's really good dancing, which, you know, it's a telltale sign. But for me, I'm a good dancer, but it's purely coincidence. So for me it was Grease 2, but I'm still. As soon as we said the biggest monster ever was Lindsay Lohan, I've been very frightened for the whole day, and I can see my bunny ears reflecting in the window behind me. So can you see that? I don't know what the neighbors think is going on in here, but.
It's like, oh my god, he's dressed as Mothra for Halloween.
No, they know Ariana Grande.
Or Donnie Darko. You're Donnie Darko's bunny.
Donnie, very dark humoro. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but no, I think The Birds is a good call. But I love the weird ones where they kind of, like when horror became like porn, where they go into people's like industry. So you've got the dentist, you know, Reanimator, all this sort of stuff. You know, I love those really bad horror films, and bad porn as well. So we can talk about that next week.
One of my favorite horror films, so Ben knows this, although I've already introduced myself as someone who's a scaredy cat, is the Saw franchise, because there's actual depth to the story than just, oh my god, let's run away, oh, I fell again. Like, there's actual substance to the movie, and there's a lot of gore. For those of you who like a lot of gore, the Saw franchises, I guess it's a film I would definitely watch again.
No, that's fantastic.
Thanks, Keego.
I love the Saw films. Also, I did not know we were taking that last question so seriously. So I would have said, because the comedians have let me down. But no, it was Saw's a good call too, especially the first one. You know, you kind of, when it's all brand new, but then it all kind of got weird. But there you go. But so this is kind of, we're approaching the end of episode 2, and we all look like this. Now I thought it would be episode 4 or 5 by the time we ended up looking like this. But I think before we go, we should say thank you to everyone who has taken their time to get involved. We've had loads of comments tonight. We appreciate everyone who has donated to the coffee link. It's that's another T-shirt, yeah.
Support your tits.
But the most important part of today's show is that we've kind of had a bit of a crack for an hour, but Ailish is hosting next week, and we don't know what that will entail. We don't know what will happen. Oh wait, we do know. Ben has said the party tits fireworks.
Kind of Guy Fawkes anti-establishment kind of party.
We can't have fireworks going off in Ailish's bedroom. Wait a minute.
Speak for yourself.
Hey,
pew, pew, pew. That's what happens when there's a climax in the room. Just pew, pew, pew.
Hey, on pistols. You've got 5 seconds to vacate the premises.
Oh my God. But yes, it's November 5th. Remember 5th November, anti-establishment.
Oh, shit. I used my mask a week ahead of time because isn't this is very...
yeah.
Vagina.
Vagina.
I didn't see that film. I saw a different film. But no, guys, I think if we, because we're just over the hour now, and we've spoken about what's going to happen next week, fireworks in the bedroom. So will we say goodbye to everybody? And look, I'm gonna mute myself for the next 40 seconds. But hope everyone is safe. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is enjoying themselves. Tomorrow is Friday. The weekend starts. I'm going to let the intelligent people talk now.
Well, thanks. Let's call it a day. Thank you very much for being part of it.
We'll call it a day. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.